in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in, we back.
A minute remaining, Brunson at three. Bang! Jalen Brunson does it again!
Que lo que, mi gente, what's good? You know what it is, it's your boy Ruel, 1/4 of the host here of the Organic Fanatic Show. We back at it again for a little bit more consistent for you guys on Friday. And I was going to kind of go alone, but you know what? When you got your brothers always riding with you, they ain't going to let you ride alone. They came through, they saw brothers doing the thing, and they said, you know what? We ride or die together. That's my brother right there. Mani, que lo que, right there. New Knicks, my brother. Sangre, que lo que, Mani.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome to the TOF. You know what I mean? We here, we live. It's Fridays. It's for Friday. Fuck around and find out. We here fucking around and we finding out. The same time as y'all. Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to my brother, the QB of this shit. Shout out to my boy Swing Machete. Swing. Shout out to Two Shots. He out there grinding. He might pull up. Shout out to Mike the Specialist that taught my brother the wave. That got us crispy now. My brother getting the hang of the shit. We in here. Welcome to the TOF. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here rocking and vibing with your boys. Welcome to La Casa.
Appreciate that. You know what it is. That's my manito there. And my older brother right there, Machetazo. Hit him with the sword. What's good, primo? Talk to him.
What's up? Que lo que, mi gente, from the 110th Street, Manhattan, Uptown, New York City. All our New York Knicks fans. All right. The Organic Fanatics, welcome to the show. Please like and subscribe. Let's talk some Knicks. We got a game tonight in about an hour or so. Important game tonight.
We got a lot to talk about. Salute to Two Shots out there. He's out there grinding. Maybe he shows up. I don't know. He's working a little late today. Salute to M Special, who's always in the vibe. We got my guy right there. Salute to you guys. Salute to Size 9 in the chat. All of you guys in the live chat. Salute. What up, brother? Appreciate you. Looking to hear some comments and comments from you. So we back at it again. We got a game today against Heat, but we'll get that in a second. Let's just talk a little bit about the game, the forgettable game. So we played against the Orlando Magic. I told you guys we were talking about the 10-game forecast. What did we thought was going to happen? And Machete was like, who do you think's going to test us? And I said, I think that Orlando game's going to be something that, you know, we might struggle with, even though I still thought at the time that we could still beat them. I still think we could have at that point. But you saw it was a back-to-back, second game of a back-to-back. No excuses. They came ready to play. They handed us a butt whooping, the 120 to 107. They spanked us. They basically just chin checked us, and we just never got up from the mat. They got a little aggressive there. And if you're looking at the thumbnail, I got the thumbnail of Thomas Thibodeau, and I got the thumbnail of Mike Brown of the Spider-Mans pointing at each other. That is the same person. And I know if y'all saw this, at least the shorts that we had put before, the last time we brought that up about Black Tibbs, Machete, if you see the shorts that says Trigger, that was Machete. He kind of lost his mind. He said, you guys really pissed me off. It was a funny moment, but we was only talking about it at the time. And we're not saying that that's him all the time. But what we've seen in the losses, and no different from the last loss that we had against Orlando, is that he's riding the players. He's letting the starting players, he's playing them a lot of minutes, and he's not trusting in the bench, which is not what we got him for, which is not what his style is that he said he was going to introduce. So he just played them a little bit too long. There was some points that I thought he could have brought in the bench players, bring a little different energy on there. He sat Clarkson for a long time. He did keep Shamit in the game. Shamit got hot with 11 points. He was the only one that had it going at that time. When he had it going, I thought he should have bought somebody else to bring that same energy with him. He kept some of the players that just were dragging, walking, talking with the refs, and a little slow. So that's what you see with the thumbnail as a comparison with Thibodeau. As Two Shot said before, that all we have is the last coach that we had. But he did play him a little more minutes than I anticipated. And the only reason I was even bringing that up is that with this coach, we have different expectations than what we had for Tom Thibodeau. We expected him to have a fast running pace, which we have. We in these games we won a lot at home. We were 6-0 at the time at home. We're playing good. But when there's a lull, when there's a time that you're either struggling or something like that, I at least anticipate the coach to be able to check the players. He let Jalen Brunson, in the 2 losses we had, he let Jalen Brunson bring up the ball the whole quarter. The first 6 points that Orlando had was us fouling. And we only had 1 assist in 12 minutes. In the whole first quarter, we had 1 assist, which is crazy. So some of those things I thought was a coaching mistake where he has to be able to be, yes, he's a player's coach, and yes, he's always smiling like the new Knicks says, he's always smiling. But at the same time, he has to hold these players accountable. He can't be scared to be like, Brunson, I need you to sit down. You're dribbling the ball way too much. And that's a captain, but he's the one that got to get the plays going. You know what I mean? He should have Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, somebody bring it up. I just saw that for a whole half of a game where Jalen Brunson's bringing up the ball 11 seconds before we even get into an offense. No ball movement. And everybody's just standing there. And that doesn't work with what we've been doing. We've had 30 assists, almost averaging in our wins, to only have 20 in that last game, and 6 of them from Brunson was something that I didn't anticipate. What were some of your thoughts when you saw Machete? Sorry, when you saw the game, that you saw the loss? What were you seeing? Was it tired legs? Did you see something different from the coach?
Definitely coming off a back to back, but I mean, we can use it as an excuse or not, because it was like all the players, all the starters had played the night before, almost, the whole entire game, because we almost let the game before us with the Grizzlies almost get away. So the guys had to put in more minutes to win. So then you coming back the next game, and you're playing Orlando, a better team, I think, and they even beat us without their starter. Banchero sat, with a strained groin, and so I really looked. I'm just gonna give it to the fact that it was on a back-to-back, but I do agree that Brunson, when he gets the ball, seems to be running ahead of everybody in the transition, and it's like the guys are trying to catch up with him already up the court, but because they're lagging, I don't know if because they were tired from the night before. But Brunson's really he has to do all the action on the other end while the other guys are trying to catch up. So I don't know if it's because he's getting ahead of the guys or the guys are just not catching up because they're tired. But I do notice that then he has to do all the plays and try to make all the shots because the guys aren't there, and the assists were low, but that nobody showed up. No Anunoby, where was Bridges? Where was Deuce? Where's Huck Porty? Why isn't he playing the backup guys? Why is everybody being stretched out for so long, till the end? He stretched them out the night before, and then he's stretching them out tonight. Shit's going to happen. So, yeah, I do notice that Brunson's, I think I noticed that he was getting way ahead in the transition. Whenever we get the rebound, he would just get ahead of the guys. And I was like, well, at least let the other guys get caught up or everybody up the court at the same time so that we can make a play, because he's getting up there and he's trying to, drive inside to, it's just a lot of running around and not passing the ball and finding the open man. A lack of concentration, and none of the shots were going in. Most of the shots weren't going in because of the tired legs.
Well, I mean, how could you say that? How could you say that Brunson was running and beating everybody up
If
the
he had
court?
the ball,
Remind you, I didn't watch the game from the research I've seen. They said that there was that it was taking them to 16 seconds to initiate the offense. You can't wait 16
because to
seconds.
me, what
That's
I saw
already.
was that he would get like the rebound. He would like get the rebound, dribble the ball all the way up court, and then he would burn like about 6 or 8 seconds running the ball up the court while the other guys are trying to get into position so that we can spread the ball ball around, but it was a lot of times he was just overhandling the ball while the other guys are trying to get into their place, and it's kind of like a ball of confusion because it's kind of like, what are we doing here? He's got the ball, and then it's like nothing happens, so then he has to try to make the play.
But that
Yeah, I mean, but it's like we said. It's like we said. Brunson shouldn't be initiating the offense from the first to the third quarter. It should be. We know him as a clutch player, and yes, can he beat Suggs? Can he dog out Suggs? Yeah, but when you're not getting your players enough time to come in and yeah, I mean, get the guys going first. And it shows because we, like Dwight said, we was averaging 30 something, 28 assists. And if Jalen Brunson isn't getting it up to that par, he should be letting somebody else bring the ball down and him play off the ball until the fourth quarter.
yeah, and
Just in my opinion.
hey, salute to the chat, salute to Buzzer Beater, salute to Giles G. Giles G, first time seeing. Yeah, we know you hitting that subscribe. We appreciate you. Giles G says, sup, Buzzer.
Salute.
And Giles G says, Hook Porty needs minutes, which we're definitely going to get into that. And that's what we're talking about, playing minutes. That Machete was just talking about. You got the rotation of the players that they just played a game before that, and you're playing them more heavy minutes on top of that. Size 9, that was an excellent point. Size 9 says Suggs and Bain are extremely similar to Davion Mitchell and Powell. So those two players, Miami Heat is a defensive team, which we're going to see again tonight. Davion Mitchell is an aggressive guard who plays up. You don't have to double him because he's a great defender. So is Suggs. Suggs is one of the best guards, point guards, defenders in the NBA. He was last year. And they kind of baited Brunson into playing that style of game to think that he's going to take him one-on-one. But he struggles with when you have really good defenders, Suggs, Davion Mitchell. It's a different type of game. You can't play them. And they basically tricked him to come out there. And by the time he got up there, they were doubling and pressing on him. Orlando is a tall team. Most of their players are 6'5" to 6'10". I think they're two wings, which is Banchero, and you got Franz Wagner. They're at least 6'9", close 6'8", in that range. So they're tall. So it was a game of wings where you have Banchero and Franz Wagner compared to OG and Mikal Bridges. And on the back-to-back where OG and Mikal Bridges were guarding all the best players in Memphis, and then they're going to have to do it again against Franz Wagner and Banchero. Orlando they didn't play for 3 games. So they were fresh, they were ready, and they just came to strike. The New York Knicks have got to understand that they got a bullseye in the back, that they said it before, that if you're the favorite in the East, other teams know that. They're going to go out there and they're going to try to be ready for you and be ready to punk you, especially you have to understand that they're going to be fresh and play. And it was just a tough game to watch. Again, it's still early. It's just one game. I'm not on the ledge. I'm not going to go crazy. But the losses that we've seen, the two that's been out there, the same thing has happened. He's resulting into just playing the players too many minutes and not trusting in the other players, the other team. Yo, switch your camera, Nudix. Put your camera off in the meantime. So where he's not switching to get the other players and letting the players come out, the bench players, which goes to the point of Giles G where Hook Porty. There was a time that when Cat's out there complaining and he's getting these fouls and his legs are tired, whether he's fouling or not, you need to pull him out. This is where the coach has to have the gonads and to be able to and just tell the players. Which I was with my wife, we're looking at the post conference with Mike Brown, and he's giving all these details of what he thinks he should be doing later on and maybe playing the bench players and not the starters. Well, why are you telling the media that? Why aren't you? That's the conversation that needs to be on a timeout. That's the conversation that we need to have in a halftime. You let it go where they had 6 of their 8 points with fouls, no assist. At what point in those 12 minutes did Mike Brown feel like, yo, I should probably call a timeout? I should probably get my group together and see what's going on. I maybe want to make a substitution and get some other players in because they don't have it tonight. Someone's tired. Let me see who can give me the energy today and create that. That's what he has to do. He can't just wait for them to just keep doing it.
Exactly.
This is where the coach has to come into
exactly.
the play. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. I was going to tell you what the box score said. I mean, I was just looking at something real quick. So Jalen Brunson, I'm not picking on him or anything like that. But for example, like what you were saying, just played 30 minutes and 55 seconds, got 31 points, got 6 assists. That's all great, but you were fucking negative 20, bro. Negative 20. Whereas uh, uh, Clarkson only played 10 minutes, 38 seconds, got 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, and was a +4. He was having a decent game.
And he got nowhere near
But
the
at least
minutes. He got nowhere near the minutes
and
neither.
at least when he was, and he got nowhere near the minutes, man. And this is why I see him sometimes when they're doing the huddle and the timeout and they're coming back. I just don't see him inside the group or the circle. It just seems to me, or at least I called him that one night. I guess it was against the It was one night where they did the huddle and they were in a timeout. He wasn't even like in there in the
Yeah,
huddle, throwing his hand in the
that's the
circle.
thing that he's doing.
He's just out there kind of rolling his eyes.
Who are you talking about?
Because he wasn't going to be in the play that they were calling.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson. Yeah, I can see that. But even then,
But thank God we got him. Thank God we got him.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, finish up.
No, I was just saying that. Thank goodness that and even though sometimes they don't have him in the plays, thank goodness that we do have him, man. Well, we'll look at it happen. Maybe he'll have a better night, but OG had a decent, not so decent night, but he could have played more OG and Clarkson. But it is what it is. It was our first but it was our second back to back. But we'll see tonight, man. It is what it is.
Well, I heard Bridges was off as well. I heard he was negative in the
He was off, and he only got 2 minutes in the fourth. And that to me is okay. Maybe he's having an off night or he's struggling. But if you heard the post conference, I mean, they give you the jewels if you're paying attention. He said he said at least 5 times that we didn't play for each other. We didn't play for each other. We didn't play for each other. What does that mean? That they're not looking out for him, or they're not looking out for everybody else. They have him guarding. No one's passing the ball. We're not moving the ball. I don't know if that was a direct innuendo to whether it was to Brunson, to let them know we're not playing together. We're not passing the ball. We're not helping. You got to get everyone else involved. We're averaging 30 assists. Anything north of 28 is a dub. And if you're only getting 6 from Brunson, they're not moving the ball. The reason I'm even going in on Mike Brown or saying this is because he has to stand firm on what he wants to run. This is a championship year. So if you're in a championship year, the players are still going to be here. He could get fired. And I'm not saying for firing Mike Brown. I'm saying it right now. I'm for him, but he has to stand his ground as a coach on what we're doing. If his thing is we must run to the paint, spray, run to the corners, and that's the thing that we're going, once they go off that mantra or once they go off that playbook, you got to reel them back in. Brunson, listen, we driving up. I don't want you bringing the ball up anymore. I want Josh Hart, I want you bringing up the ball every time. Find a spot to go. They're keying in on you, Brunson. This is where the coaching needs to come in. When you're having a game like this, a back-to-back, you're going down, you're having a shitty first quarter, this is where you need to tell those assistant coaches that you're trying to get so your voice doesn't get tired. Yo, y'all get out of here. It's time for me to call it. Call a timeout. I don't care if you waste all 5 timeouts just to let them know how serious you want them to play. Like, yo, what are we doing? We got 1 assist in the whole 12 minutes. We got 3 turnovers, 7 fouls. What are we doing? We had 9 turnovers.
They're not sticking to the plan.
We had 9 turnovers in the first half. We didn't have 10 against Memphis.
Listen, that was one thing about Tibbs. I mean, we could start the game. It'll be 2 minutes in. If he don't like what he's seeing, he'll call that timeout. He'll stop the play and get niggas right. This isn't what we brung Brown in here to be a fucking replica of Tibbs. He has to fucking do the
timeout. I hear what you're saying, but he did when they got up 4. Tibbs will usually wait when the team's up 6 or 7 or 8 points before he calls a timeout. Mike Brown, I noticed the other night, called it when they were up 4 points. As soon as they got up 4 points, he was trying to kill that noise early on when they got up 4 points on us. But yeah, they didn't stick to plan, man. They didn't stick to the assisting. The Jalen. Maybe, I don't know if it was Mike Brown's fault or Jalen Brunson just gets into that hero ball mode, man. And he doesn't pass the ball. He doesn't see others.
Go carry on. Go ahead. It's both.
I
It's
mean,
both of them, man. Heavy is the
we'll
crown,
see.
right? Heavy is the crown, right? If the head of the snake, you take the good with the bad, bro. You got to take the good with the bad. It works both ways. And yes, he had another 30-point game, and that looks phenomenal. But if you're taking away from what the team is being successful in, especially on a back-to-back, especially on a team like this, everybody has to touch the ball. Everybody gets involved. You know what I'm saying? Energy creates the motivation for everybody else to play. If Mikal Bridges is off and he's not getting the touches, he's been the most consistent the whole year. And then you have him off like that. It's up to the coach at that point to reel him in and be like, yo, we're not doing what we've been, and set an example. Yeah, I don't want to play this. Hook Porter, you get in 28 minutes. And he could have gotten Diawara. He's tall. You know, they're a tall team. He could have put in Diawara to play a little bit defense, even for some minutes, just to give OG a break if he's having a rough night. You know, you get put in some length. Try. This is where we got him in, right? To try these other players, to get other players in. Go ahead, you next.
I I agree, but see, it's not about yesterday's game. Yeah, I mean, it's about the trickle effect from the game before. Because now, if you got the guys playing 38 minutes, you got Cat playing 38 minutes. You got fucking Bridges playing 37 minutes. You got this guy. Like, you gotta stick to the plan and give them guys rest and trust your bench. Yeah, I mean, the bench has to be trusted. 35 points is not bad, but it's not enough. So I think
Yo,
if,
check it
if
out.
he
Can I?
would have trusted in the bench the game before yesterday's game, yeah, I mean, I think it would have been a better outcome because it's like you said, once Cat plays those 34 plus minutes, he starts getting winded. First thing he starts doing is calling out to the refs and all of that, and that disrupts the rest of the flow of the motion.
They were getting all the points that they wanted.
Hey, can I just?
Go ahead, Machete.
No, I'm sorry. I was just gonna read out like the minutes that they
Go ahead.
played during the Memphis game versus the minutes in the Memphis game. Carl Anthony Towns 31-40, Jalen Brunson's 36-08, Shamit 20 minutes 52 seconds, and the Hart played 30 minutes 19 seconds, which wasn't so bad. But you have Brunson playing 36 minutes, Towns 31 minutes, Bridges 38 minutes, and OG 35 minutes in the fucking Memphis game. The next game after that, we're playing Ananobi 33 minutes 56 seconds, which wasn't so bad. He was still a +1. But Carl Anthony Towns was playing out 34 minutes. Robinson didn't play the night before, but he got 17-12. Bridges played only 28 minutes. Brunson played another 36-55. That's why he twisted his ankle. 2 nights playing 37 minutes.
On a back-to-back. On
You know,
a back-to-back.
On a back-to-back.
That's crazy.
And you have fucking Clarkson only playing 10 minutes. Shaman only playing 27 minutes.
Shaman 27
You
is
rested
good.
Hart only played 18 minutes.
How many did Deuce play?
What about Deuce?
Deuce, I'll tell you right now, Deuce played
In the Memphis game
Deuce played 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 42 seconds, had 9 points,
Not enough.
1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals.
Not enough.
But still a negative 1-9. We're done by 9 even with him in the game.
Yep. And salute to Giles G. He says, I know we're playing fast on offense, but we need to defend faster. We're giving up 120 points from our opponents. That's another thing from running back. So that's where some of the minutes too. So if you're playing your players heavy minutes, i.e. the tips thing, as we were saying, you got them playing that system to sprint back, to run back on defense, and then to try to play. And yesterday, if you saw the tired legs, the minute they saw Mitch, Mitch is the cheat code for the players. When Mitch is in there, I can slack off a little bit. Mitch is just gonna help whatever I let go past. Mitch is gonna get help me out, and they get a slack. You can't do that. It can't work that way, especially if you're going for a championship. So they got to figure it out. Way too many minutes for them to start. He has to trust in the bench. The 2 losses that we have, if you look at it, that's the whole point of today. The whole point of today is not saying that he's like Tibbs, but when we've lost, he's played similar to Tibbs. Heavy minutes on these players. When the whole thing for him, being a coach and getting rid of Tibbs, is because he was going to play other players, trust other players, and let them get you into the vibe. And these 2 losses, He hasn't, and that's where I'm bringing up the concern. I'm not saying to fire him. I'm not saying he's a whack coach or none of that. This is just observation. Go ahead, Unix.
Well, I mean, if he's playing if he's supposed to be here doing the opposite of what Tibbs did, Tibbs was letting Jalen Brunson lead the squad. We cannot, like we've been saying this for the last 2 years. It has to be Josh Hart. It has to be somebody else bringing that ball up to alleviate some of the pressure from Brunson.
And
We
what?
can't. We cannot continue to let Brunson be bringing the ball up so he can summon up whatever he has and kill it in the fourth. But if we're not doing that, and we're not letting Cat be the first player on the offensive, the first option on the offense, and then trickling down to OG, to Bridges, and to everybody but Brunson, leaving him as the last option. We're like that's not playing together, bro. I mean, the 35 assists, that's what I'm talking about. The five starters having digits, this is what we need. It's all about unity and having everybody else ball. And at the end of the day, have fucking Brunson close the game. He's the closer. He's not supposed to be the opener. He cannot come into the game opening the game for us.
And
I'm
and
sorry.
even from the beginning, like bringing the ball up, then you're trying to create the shot, and then after you're creating the shot, you're in the paint. He took 23 shots. Again, this is not criticism on Jalen Brunson. You have to evaluate your team and the coach and everybody in a loss to see how you can get better. You have to learn to evaluate your team. But he had 23 shots. Karl Anthony Town, 15 shot attempts. OG Anunoby, 4 shot attempts. Mikal Bridges, 9 shot attempts. Mitchell Robinson, only 2. You know what I'm saying? So this is where you start going down. Josh Hart had 10.
You gotta give one.
No
You gotta
bueno.
try.
No bueno.
You
No
gotta. You gotta
bueno.
give Mitch. You gotta try to find Mitch. We gotta try to find Mitch, bro. He has. We gotta make him a threat. If he's open,
But
he can dunk it and get a shot. I mean, you gotta find Mitch. We gotta find him, bro. We gotta find
yeah,
him
no,
every time. Whether he assists
I
or
agree
dunk,
with you, Mike. But
you gotta
bro,
open him up, bro.
There's no reason for Cat to get up 14 shots. Like
Exactly.
Cat has to be up in the 20s. OG,
Yeah.
what did you say? How many
20.
shot attempts he had?
4.
4.
4
Come
shots.
on,
4.
this is ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous.
4 shots.
Come on, like
Gotta get them
Obi
shots
is
up, bro.
yeah,
No, man. Nah.
it's not an equal balance, bro. It's not an
I mean,
equal
my
balance.
thing is also, you got, I mean, they got garbage minutes at the end, Huck Porty, Dottier, and Tyler Corley. They only played a minute 54. You're playing them at the end. Okay, you're bringing them in, but these guys already were a little bit playing some minutes, not starter minutes, but they got a little bit of, they know that they're NBA players. They played a little bit in the playoffs, Mike Brown. They got a little, I mean, they give them a little bit of minutes. They weren't starter minutes, but you got to have a little bit more confidence in them. And when you see your tires, your starters are tired, you got to put in the Hucks. You got to put in the Yabuselis. You got to put in the Jordan Clarkson one. We got to get these guys in there, building their confidence in that their team believes in them. Jalen Brunson,
Yeah.
you got to pass the ball to these guys so that these guys have the confidence that you believe in them, and so then that helps. We need that.
Yeah, and
Not no hogging the ball for 6 seconds with only 12 seconds left on the clock. And then you guys are going to decide what to do.
good.
That's
Oh
just
man,
my opinion. What do I know?
I mean, for a coach that says that he relies on his assistants and let them be vocal, where were these assistants yesterday?
I think. Listen,
Where were they?
the assistants could do something, but there's a point which he does where he lets the assistants every once in a while run a timeout. But when the car is, you know what I'm saying, like you can let your kid, if your kid's learning how to drive, all right, you drive, I'm being the passenger side. But if the car's losing control, you gotta grab the wheel. You like, all right, I let you do it a little bit. I need to take over. Like he has to take over. Like, all right, what are we doing right now, guys? Timeout, bro. Brunson, we're bringing up the ball way too late. Oh, that looks good, bro.
Nice,
If I
nice.
wasn't hungry, I'm definitely hungry. That's just in my
What we
opinion.
got, beans?
Boy got some steak, but like anyway.
Nice.
brother.
Okay. Well, now, hey,
Send,
the
send the
organic
plate. Send the
fanatics,
plate to the
fucking
chat.
listen.
Send the plate to the chat. Send the plate to the chat. Chat. Throw up a plate on the chat if you want Mike to fucking mail you one.
We got food on delivery.
Come on over.
You get merch with food. We freeze it up, we wrap it up, and you get a full plate with your first purchase. Yo, that's just my opinion, man, and that's all I'm
Yeah, but
Now y'all know what I'm doing off camera.
but see, that's always been my problem with Mike Brown. As much as he did that shit with Sacramento and all of that shit, Mike Brown has always been that
Yeah,
coach that had
Luke's on the play,
multi-talented
Luke.
team. Yeah, bang
There it
bang.
is. But he said,
What up? What up? What up? What up?
he said I get off at 6:30. They talking about Brunson. He said he's gonna see us Sunday. He said, nah, I can't take it. They ain't not talking about my dog. Salute to two shots.
Hey,
Two shots.
Listen, 2 shots is always the first nigga in the chat. We doing the show. When's the show? I'm feeling. I need it.
Anybody got more show? Who got
He's
more
like,
show?
yo, that's a good. He saw the play. He saw the play. He said, this is a good gateway for me, segue for me to give him. Come on.
Salute. Que lo que, what's good? Two shots. I mean, jump on in, bro. You was talking heavy in the chat. What's good? You was talking heavy.
Yeah.
What's good, bro?
No. Staying on business. Oh, first off, what's up to the pen? What's up to the chat? Replay gang. You know the vibes. Get them
Bang
mics
bang.
on. Now, you niggas is talking crazy. I don't want to hear nothing about Jalen Brunson.
Oh
Because
boy.
as soon as Brunson goes down, which we're gonna find out today, because he's not playing. Y'all gonna be crying for him. Y'all gonna be like, yo, where's Brunson with the ISO and the shots and the yada yada? Listen. If I pass you the rock and you pass it back, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to get my assist up if I pass you the rock and you don't shoot? You just said OG took 4 shots or whatever it was. If I hand you the rock, if you come up with the rock and you don't initiate offense, give me the rock. Get out the way. I'm gonna do something with it. You gonna put it on my shoulders. I'm gonna put the city on my back. I'm gonna do what I have to do. You feel me?
This boy,
Yeah,
talking
bro,
like he's trying to get
winning us any game.
This boy,
That's not winning us any game.
he talking like he's trying to get a signed jersey.
That's my point, bro. That's my point. Iverson said it. Melo said it. All these great scorers always say it. If I hand you the rock and you hand it back, what am I supposed to do?
Hey, salute
You're supposed to fucking look for the next. You're supposed to look for the next open player, bro. It's a hockey assist. When Deuce gets he passes the ball. They pass it back to him. He goes to the hockey assist and finds. You're supposed to find the next great shot, not force it because you think you could take Suggs, my nigga.
Listen,
you can't force me.
This is who he is. He is a scoring guard. If I hand you the rock and you hand it back, that's on you.
Well, first of
if I find you in the corner and you decide to swing and it lands on me,
let me ask you a question.
I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do.
Let me ask you a shot. Let me ask you a question. 2 shots. Did the offense that you saw against Orlando, did that look like what we was doing for the last 6 games we won at home?
Listen, in spurts, yes. Did he get shot heavy? Sure. But that's who he is.
And I get it. And
he
you're
is
not
a
wrong.
Scoring
Listen, 2
guard.
shots. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not wrong. Which is the whole point of why I said it's up to the coach to reel him back in and get the other players on offense involved. I got you. You're right. I'm
just here so I don't get fined and I don't want any Brunson slander.
Now we're making sure you're not in the gambling because you were missing the show. You might be gambling on which host is gonna show up, who's gonna.
Listen,
you're
man,
gambling.
I called Chauncey Billups. He didn't answer. He said he was busy. So now you know what I'm saying. I'm not gambling no more. It is what it
All
is.
right, you back. Hey, salute to
Yeah,
the
but
chat.
also there was
So,
a ref in there that I'm trying to blame the ref, but there was a ref
yeah,
making bad calls in there
but
also.
even with that, it was the foul shots was almost even. They had 3 more than us, so it wasn't a huge discrepancy. The and yes, he was making terrible calls,
But
but it
Listen,
was
we
it
we
was
not we
us.
not gonna sit we're not gonna sit here and start blaming the refs when there's a clear visual
Uh,
that is upon the NBA when it comes to gambling and sports. So I think the referees are gonna try to be on their best behavior and call it as evenly as possible.
Hey,
But it's like my brother said, 2 shots. When you was in the chat, giddy as shit, bro. We got 40 something assists in 3 quarters, 130 something. It's not the way we've been playing. It's not the way we've been playing. And
it's not.
when listen, I could guarantee I haven't seen none of those games, but I could guarantee every starter had double-digit points. And that means sharing the rock. Bro, when you go from 35 assists to 20, that's a significant drop in shit.
Bro,
let me.
bro, how do assists work?
They
How do assists
someone
work?
pass you the ball and they hit the shot.
And then you hit the shot. Okay, okay, okay,
You know
okay,
me.
okay.
You know how
Okay,
it
all right, all
works
right, all right.
when you don't when you're
Let's
not
play
an ISO point guard, when you're not a scoring point guard.
let's play a little hypothetical, right? Let's play a little
Let's
hypothetical.
make it quick
All
because we
right?
got
Let's do
20
it.
minutes to talk about the Heat before the game starts.
All right, all
Y'all
right, all
already
right. Look, look,
going.
look. I swing you the rock. You shoot and miss. All right, cool. I come down, boo doo doo doo. Swing somebody else the rock. They shoot and miss. Swing somebody else the rock. Shoot and miss. Shoot and miss. Shoot and miss.
But here, 2 shots.
What am I supposed to
Two
do?
shots. But
How am I not?
Okay.
but
How am I not supposed to
All
take
right. All
over
right.
the
I'll
game
tell you right now.
when nobody is hitting their
Go on
shots?
you next.
Okay. Listen, as the captain, right? As the captain, right? Which is Jalen Brunson. If you know your 1A is Cat, right? Which is a center that stretches the fucking floor. Shouldn't the captain have that nigga as the first option, knowing knowing that you gotta get Cat going? Because if you divide 14 shots into 4 quarters, that's probably like 3.5 shots each quarter. Why is Jalen Brunson only looking for Cat 3 times in a quarter
But it
instead of
doesn't
getting
just
your man going?
And
it
just
doesn't just fall on
and
Brunson,
listen,
bro.
and I get
Because
it.
the other games we was like, oh shit, OG 5 assists, Bridges
Nine
5 assists,
assists.
yada yada,
Yeah.
9 assists. Where was their assists?
And that's the whole point that we're talking about, because they weren't bringing up the ball. The ball wasn't moving, and it's not only on Brunson. Again, it's not only on Brunson, but the other players have to get involved in the game. The offense that we normally run is getting to the paint as quick as you can, spraying. Everybody get to the corner. We weren't. He was bringing up the ball, and that is why I say it was Mike Brown's fault. It's Mike Brown.
The, la-
Oh no.
the last thing
Let me
I'm gonna
say-
say, the last thing I'm gonna say on this, the last thing I'm gonna say on this is this: if I hand you the rock, right, you shoot and miss, or if I hand you the rock
You don't
and
get
you
it.
pass it back, if we score 20 points in 1 quarter and I got 10 of them bitches, then I'm not the fucking problem because I'm the only reason we in this game.
Okay. And
All
I
right,
got
hey.
noted.
Yeah, but hold on. Hey, listen, me as a person that plays 5 days a week and we run in full course, bro. When I got my niggas out there, nobody can play like me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm unfuckwittable. Not everybody on my squad is unfuckwittable. But guess what I do? I give them the courage. When they pass that ball to me, I be like, nigga, post that nigga up and force him. I force the nigga to be better than he is, my nigga. That's what you do. If a nigga pass you the ball and you like, hold up, no, nigga,
Mouse in
you
the
gotta
house.
warm up. You
Mouse in the
gotta get
house.
right.
Mouse in the house. You got, and that's the
Come
point.
on.
That's a, but let me
You
get to
gotta,
chat.
you gotta force.
Go ahead.
You gotta force them niggas to be better
Let me read the chat real quick. So
as a leader.
Guile says Towns on offense looks lost more than usual. That's his problem. Let's go Knicks, but Knicks fans smartest in the world. And all that is listen, you have to understand your player. Like there's certain dogs that the cat, if he's not engaged, throw the ball of yarn. He needs the ball of yarn to play. The cat's gonna be bored. You need to throw the ball of yarn to him so he can play. The cat is gonna sit there and lay
with
on the couch.
with the little bells and
With
shit.
the little belt, you got to engage him. You know what I'm saying? You got to wave the little feather thing. He needs to be engaged. The cat's gonna get bored, and that's what happens to him. He lulls himself to sleep. He'll start being slow and sluggish. He's not gonna run back on D. He's gonna make silly fouls, and he's gonna get involved with the ref. You have to engage. Brunson can give you 60 a night. He knows he can give you 60 a night. When he's feeling like that, he has to find a different way to get the people involved. And it's not. And again, this is not on Brunson. I'm saying this is the coach's fault. The coach has to be able to reel him in and say, listen, I know you on a heater. I know you can kill every one of these players. But right now, we need to spray the ball and get everybody else involved. This guy's running. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's why I got the coaches looking at each other. That's what I'm saying. He played too heavy minutes. That's what happened to Brunson. Brunson, and salute to Giles again. He says, don't forget, 2 years ago, Brunson was the best catch and shoot point guard in the NBA. That's what we're hoping for. So everyone else can bring up the ball and Brunson can just catch and shoot easily. Last night proved not only was he playing too heavy minutes, he was forcing in the paint, which is how he got his ankle sprained. Because he's going against a tall team, trying to get in the lane, doing too much, instead of being a catch and shoot guard. Let Mikal Bridges try to get in the game. If he doesn't, he throws it at Brunson. How many times has Brunson gotten wide open three-pointers in multiple games? Just sitting there waiting to hit an open shot. Everything was contested and forced yesterday. That's it. It ain't about Brunson. We know what Brunson can do. But you need to save Brunson from Brunson. You need to save him from himself sometimes. You're on mute, Nick. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna let you verbalize that it's not on Brunson. Yes, it's on Brunson. It's on the coach, but it's on Brunson as well. Yeah, you can't come on.
It is, and that's what I'm saying. You got to save Brunson from himself. You know what he's gonna do, but it's up to the coach to be like, look, I don't want you bringing the ball up. Mikal, bring the ball up. Josh Hart, bring the ball up. That's what I'm saying to the coach. It's not, bro. If you give it to Brunson, Brunson will dribble forever and score, and he's gonna hit the points. But he took 23 shots.
I put the Brunson slander.
We're evaluating the game, sir. He took 23 shots. Cat took 15. OG took 4.
OG took 4, brother. OG took 4. Right? Why did he take 4?
Because he's not in the flow.
When normally he play bully ball and he be trying to yam it on niggas. Why wasn't he doing all that? Why the fuck was he standing in the corner somewhere? Why was he playing with his little pee-pee?
My guy, if Brunson is the nigga with the ball, right? And your nigga only got 4 touches, isn't it your fucking job to say, hey, OG, you only touched the ball 2 times in the whole fucking 24 fucking minutes. Guess what? I'm going to feed it to you 7 more fucking times, my nigga. It's up to the
rock. If I swing the rock and it come back to me, that's not my fault, nigga.
Offense,
and I'm going to do what I got to do.
The offense is to move the ball. Even if he knows, they're always to find the best shot. Not because you can shoot. If he gives it OG could probably force it and take a shot if he is. He's supposed to pass it Brunson. Brunson is supposed to pass it to someone else and find the best shot.
Let me ask you this. Who got stats up? Pull up the stats real quick.
What's the stats? What do you want?
All right.
Tell me how many shots has Jalen Brunson averaged in these 9 games?
Oh, that's too much right now. We only got 15 minutes before the game, bro.
Because
let
me make a quick point.
He's doing the same shit he been doing, bro. He been shooting 20 shots a game. That's nothing new.
Yeah, but what's new is that the rest of the
him bringing the ball up is what's new. That's why we fired Tibbs. That's why we fired Tibbs. Him bringing the ball up.
No, we fired Tibbs because our game plan was ISO Brunson, ISO Cat, ISO OG.
What was yesterday?
Yeah, so that's why we fired Tibbs.
What was yesterday? What was your
That's
game?
the whole shit we've been talking about.
My man, if I swing the rock again, if I swing the rock and it comes back to me.
Swing it
Like,
again.
what do you want me to do?
Swing it again.
Swing it back the fuck out. You're not forced.
All right, bro.
You're not
All
forced.
right. You got
to
it.
take
You
the
got
shot.
it. You got it.
All right, look, 2 shots. Let me ask you a question. Don't get pissed off. Don't.
That's 2 shots.
Don't
That's his
exit the
thing.
chat.
I just
But
don't
I'm
like
saying,
the
look,
Brunson slander,
look,
bro.
look,
Like
look, look, look.
this has been God's gift to Knicks fans, and y'all over
My
here
nigga.
shitting on it. Like, come on,
No,
bro.
It didn't preserve
hey,
him.
my nigga, check this out. Can I say something?
All right.
Steph Curry is God's gift to all shooters. Steph Curry had another nigga named Klay Thompson that was right under him. Steph Curry had other players. When Steph Curry got the ball, what did he do? He would rely on his players. Even if he got the ball and he could shoot it, he knows Klay could fucking shoot it too. He's gonna force the. You never seen Curry. All right.
You
He's
see,
not
even with
a
Draymond,
point.
even with Draymond, he lets Draymond. You seen Draymond's 3-point shot? He's let him shoot a.
You gotta lead.
But
You
Draymond
have
takes
to.
it. Draymond takes it. He don't swing it back to Curry.
Curry will still push it to him.
That's a problem. It's like, yo, again, if I give you the rock and you don't do nothing with it but give it back to me, and now there's 10 seconds left on the shot clock, what do you want from me?
Still move the rock.
Bro,
Still move the
Steph
rock.
Curry relied on Klay, my nigga. Steph Curry relied on his A1 nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So if Curry was getting up 30 shots, he's gonna make sure fucking Klay's getting at least 25. It's up to you as a leader to force the rest of the niggas, bro. It's like your family. All right, it's like your family coming to you and say, "Dad, what we're gonna do for dinner today?" Oh, I handed it to you guys. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, you gotta take charge. You gotta take charge.
All right.
That's it.
If your wife tells you, I don't know.
I'm not gonna argue this no more.
If your wife tells you, I don't know what I want to eat, you're gonna leave her. If your wife tells you, I don't know what I want to eat, are you gonna leave the family hungry? No, you gotta make a decision. Hey, this is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? It's the same shit on basketball.
But low key, you just proved my point for me, because I'm like, yo, man, what we gonna eat? Oh no, I don't know what we're gonna eat. What do you want to eat? All right, we gonna have Popeyes, bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fucking take control, and we gonna eat motherfucking Popeyes, spicy, and give me that fucking sweet heat.
And okay.
But no, when Brunson does it, it's a problem. Because Brunson is supposed to say, nah, baby, what do you want to eat? You feel me?
No.
Because you know what I'm saying? I'll eat whatever.
No,
you know what I mean?
Brunson's supposed,
I'm Gucci.
Brunson's supposed to say, I'm tired of spending money outside. I bought groceries. When I come home, you handle the rice. This is how you make the rice. You got the beans. This is how you make the beans. You get the juice. This is how you get the juice. And you make the chicken. That's it. Because it's a team thing. I don't want to keep getting popped.
Do you flash the belt at that point? Like,
listen,
you know what I'm saying?
The
chancleta?
You got to.
The chancleta?
You got to at that point. Listen.
Oh, okay.
No, you do what Kevin Hart says. You do what Kevin Hart says. You be like, you always got the microwave on high. Slam that shit and walk out.
Anyway, we're gonna move on because we'll be here all day. We're gonna be here all day. Nonetheless, salute.
You a fucking fool, bro.
Hey, salute to you guys. If you guys are the first time Organic Fanatics, we wildin' all the time. I'm trying to keep it short. We would be here for hours if we have to. We got like 12 minutes before the game starts. We got the Miami Heat game tonight.
Let's go.
Tonight, more than likely, Jalen Brunson is not going to play. This team is very similar to what we saw with Orlando Magic. They're very aggressive. They've won game winners. They're on their mojo.
Fucking Brunson slander, dog.
I said he's not playing today. That's all I said. Is that slander?
And he said thank God. He said thank God.
I said thank God.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get some
Okay, I'm letting that listen, okay, y'all can talk about that offline. Put it in the chat. Is it Brunson slander? Tell me what you guys think. Who you going for? Hey, you got two shots back?
He said thank God that we don't have our best fucking player, dog.
Are you guys?
How is that not slander?
Are you guys siding with two shots or are you siding with the new Knicks? Let us know. Put a comment in the chat.
Keith, put some ambulances in the chat for me, please.
Listen,
I need some help.
Listen, before you guys go crazy, we love OG. I mean, we love Jalen Brunson. We're just looking at what we need to do to get better long term, either way. And I think how he played caused some of him to get injured. We're trying to save and preserve him, just like we're trying to save and preserve Mitch. Nonetheless, we got the Heat game tonight. Tonight, can we get back into our offensive groove, swinging and moving the rock? And we got to find some way to get involved. The other players did let the team down. If it is, as Two Shots was saying, that they were not stepping up and hitting their shots or being aggressive, and Jalen Brunson as a captain said, you know what, I'm going to take over because you guys are not bringing it today. And that could very well be the case, which I believe it. That can OG come back and play and say, you know what, I got to man up. I let my team down. I let my captain down, and he got hurt. So now I got to step up. We got to get Cat involved. We got to get Mikal Bridges involved. And can we play as a unit? Does Mike Brown get the others involved? Does he start letting trusting in the bench? Does he let Hook Porty get some minutes, who's definitely deserving so? Do we see a Diawara because of his height that you start using some of that and trusting some of these players? Do we see any? Can Kolek come in? Kolek has got to show and prove now. Brunson, if he's out, does Kolek get some significant minutes? Can Kolek play defense against off night? This is another short dude that he can guard. This is a small player that Kolek can play, and Deuce. How does Deuce play? Deuce has been getting only 9 minutes per game.
All right,
Good.
all right, let me say something real quick. Last year when Brunson took that little injury and Deuce took over as the point guard, bro, you seen OG scoring up 28 points. You seen Mikal Bridges offense getting better within those games. You feel what I'm saying? So if you see, damn, I'm out the game. These niggas is doing good offensively. Why don't I just minimize my offense and try to get these guys to get 28 points? My point will be like, if I know OG can score 28 points and me as a point guard to alleviate pressure off of me, I'm gonna try to get OG to score 28. I'm gonna try to get Bridges to be the mini KD. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta play our players to their strengths. Our strength is getting Cat started. You know, he goes to fucking cringer mode. You know what I mean? He don't be battle cat all the times. He transforms back into cringer. And what you gotta do, you gotta help him transform and become battle cat.
Machete.
You can't do that. Not like, I don't know.
Go ahead, Machete.
I mean, we were talking all this shit, man. We didn't talk about Jalen Brunson's his ankle, man. You know, he has a grade 1 right ankle, a grade 1 right ankle sprain. He'll miss the game tonight, and they're gonna be evaluating him daily. He just needs to rest. Probably, you know, we'll bring him back by, you know, Monday, hopefully.
He's gonna be in the Heat game.
Sit him 3 games.
I guarantee you, he's playing Monday. I'm almost willing to gamble.
I wouldn't. Look, we don't got much time. But can I just give my opinion real quick? Look, it is what it is. Guys got a fucking sprained ankle. People have been, you know, it's the beginning of basketball season. We're 9 or 10 games in. Guys are gonna get injured. We're like 11 games in now. People are gonna get injured. It's gonna happen. Luckily for us, fortunately for Brunson, it's not like a severe injury. You know, but guys do suffer injuries now. You know, they're getting back into into the action. First couple of games, handful of games, injuries are gonna happen. Again, he's gonna get better. He's gonna come back stronger. But the more important thing right now is that we're using the guys who are available. That we use our bench guys. We use our Jordan Clarkson now. We use our Huck Porty. Hopefully, this is a good lesson for Mike Brown so that he's not overworked. I know he's trying to build the guys up to 48 minutes. That's understandable. But we can't burn these guys out and do the same mistake that motherfucking Phibbs did. We got to use our guys, use our bench, get them. I'd rather use the rookies or the guys on the bench who aren't getting minutes now. I'd rather use them and lose a game and learn than win a game and somebody gets hurt. Or worse, lose a game while one of our guys get hurt. That's what you got the backups for.
That's what was supposed to happen in Orlando. Go ahead. All right. Yes. Let me know when you finish your final take so we can get everybody else's.
I'm good.
All right. New Knicks, final take.
Hey, fuck the Miami sweet. Niggas are sweet out here. Yeah, I mean, we about to fucking turn up. Jalen Brunson need to sit down for 3 games and watch how, yeah, I mean, well, watch the ball move a little bit and yeah, I mean, observe and absorb what's going on and how you can make your team better. Everybody's been saying it for the past 3 years that JB's been here. Bro, do not bring the ball up. Anyways, off of JB. We're gonna fuck up Miami Heat tonight. We should get back up to 25, let's say 28 assists. Uh, they say don't take the Heat lightly. I think they sweet. I think we better than everybody else. It's just up to OG and Bridges and Cat to take the initiative. You know what I mean? If they see, I think I fault them too. You know what I mean? They could talk to JB as well. Be like, yo, sit your little ass down. I'm gonna bring the ball up. You know what I mean? And basically that's it. This nigga got 6 TVs.
Yeah.
What you got? You got
You're gonna sidetrack
that
us. You're
nigga
gonna
got
sidetrack us.
WWF
Yes,
on one.
yes, he has
Oh,
plenty.
that nigga got WWF on one TV, PlayStation on the other, FanDuel. Oh,
Yeah, let him finish.
this
All right.
nigga. Oh my god.
Hey, 2 shots. Your outro, bro.
Well,
Dale.
anyway,
Okay. New Knicks.
of this week, we out here.
All right. 2 shots.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not gonna take no Brunson slander. Y'all don't listen to what he just said. He's smoked out. He's zooted. He's gone. You know what I'm saying? Just block it out. This is what you need to listen to, all right? We just lost our best player. We just lost our 20 to 30 point game player. Who's going to pick up the slack? I'm looking at you, OG. I'm looking at you, Bridges. I'm looking at you, Carl Anthony Towns. Yeah, I'm using your whole government because you in trouble with me. You need to step the fuck up, nigga. Stop playing like a little kitty cat and grow up and be a fucking battle cat. You feel me? And then maybe we'll go somewhere.
Okay.
And then
Well,
I got to say this one thing because I got to get it off my chest at least once a pod. Fuck Tibbs. Fuck Tibbs.
I got 4 minutes.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you. 4 minutes. Let's go. You Knicks don't even go. You're gonna say.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, hey, just on watching the ops real quick. Hey, Phil. Hey, New Knicks. Hey, did you hear about LeBron?
We got 4 minutes, bro.
They
We got
him
4
down in
minutes
G
before the
League.
game. Yeah, listen, we'll talk about that later, bro. We got 4
No,
minutes.
seriously, they
We
got him. They got him
okay.
playing for the G League.
We got 4 minutes of
The
the Heat
South Bay
game.
Lakers.
Yeah, fuck them niggas. Anyway, hey, forget them. Yo, New Knicks. Giles G says pass the blunt and we beat the Heat. He says pass.
Here we go. Here we
Anyway,
go.
anyway,
Fuck the pass.
final outro. All we were saying in this game is, in my opinion,
Hey, Mike Brown. Mike Brown. Is my mic on?
it definitely is.
Can you hear me?
We
Hey, Mike
definitely hear
Brown.
you.
Man, the fuck up. Fuck all that fucking Happy Gilmore shit you be doing with all these fucking players that you be getting. Like, bro, you've been gifted teams. Let's see some real coaching fucking skills. Stop acting like fucking Tibbs, and let's see what the fuck you can do, bro. Stop showing so much teeth, please.
All right, yo, salute to my New Knicks, salute to Machete, salute to 2 shots. This is a game that we're gonna have to see what the team can do and keep that consistency of what we got here. I need the coach to coach. That's why you're seeing the thumbnail. That's what we're talking about. Tibbs is not saying that he can be like that, but in the 2 losses, we've seen a lot of similarities. Trust your team. Trust the players. And even if they mess up, let them mess up. This is the time to do it. It's early in the season. As Machete was saying, let Hook Porty get some burn. The Orlando game was a perfect opportunity for him to do that. I think he dropped that opportunity. He needs to not be so much of a player coach, and I need him to be more like Popovich, who was he was an understudy like Pop. Pop would not take any shorts from Parker. If Parker missed an assignment, he pulled Parker. If Duncan missed an assignment, he would pull Duncan. Superstar or not, he needs to be that coach and take accountability and reel him in. When Brunson is driving the ball up, call a timeout. If I see you bring the fucking ball up one more time, I'm gonna bench you for the rest of the fucking game. That's the Mike Brown that we need.
Cut the mic. Cut the mic. Cut the mic.
That's what I need. Anyway, I need Mike Brown to
Hey,
be
listen.
him.
Hey, one last thing. Mike Brown, trust the fucking bench. What did we do all these fucking maneuvers in the fucking summer for if you're not trusting the fucking bench? Put the boys in there. It's the beginning of the fucking year. Sit niggas the fuck down if they over 28 plus minutes. If niggas is playing like pussies, sit them the fuck down and trust your
All
motherfucking
right, 30
bench,
seconds. We got the
bitch.
30 seconds. We appreciate you guys for joining Organic Fanatics. If you see that we bring it a little bit wild, we come a little bit crazy. I hope you subscribe. Guys, we expect to see you. We're usually here Fridays, 5 p.m., Sundays a little bit later. But if you hit the bell notification, sometimes we surprise you. Sometimes we come up and you got two shots who come in just bringing the hammer. He's bringing the craziness. You got new Knicks who's just gonna go wild, and we go left all the time. If you're not laughing or having fun when you're doing it wrong when you hit the Organic Fanatics. We have fun. Machete's gonna bring stats. He's gonna start talking about the ops, even when we ain't talking about the ops. But my guy, I love my family. We out here. You know what I'm saying? The 4 horsemen came through. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you. Like, subscribe. You know, whatever you want to do, but just show up. We'll see you next time.
Hey, Brunson, by the way, all love, baby. All love.
Don't do it now.
No, none of that.
Not now.
Cut his mic.
We out.
New York City. New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back.
A minute remaining. Brunson at 3.